Hello, this is Lisa Hazard and Misty Lore with the podcast We're All Psychic. And this episode is number 123 of all our episodes. Guess what? We're doing numerology. Hey, Misty, do you think we're all psychic
Hey,
still?
yeah, this is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's how we do it.
that's how we do it. We're psychic. I believe we're all
Yep.
psychic still. I know I do. I do. So numerology today, guys, and today is January 11th, 2022. Has a 111202 adds up to 9. What does that mean? I'll tell you.
Ooh, I
But
know.
first, I
I
want
know.
to. She does know. But first, I want to tell everybody a story. Misty hasn't heard this story before. On Facebook, on my Psychic Readings by Lisa, now We're All Psychic page, I had a person write me, and she was a numerologist. But the reason she wrote me is because I had it was 2018, and I had kind of gone into, I guess I went public with the Morgana story in a Facebook group. And maybe that's how she found me, but I did on my Facebook page too, my Psychic Readings page. And I talked about Morgana and how she passed away and she came into my life. If you're a new listener, her spirit came and she helps me as a spirit guide. So this woman found me and she said her dog had passed away and came through to her, but she also did automatic writing. She's mainly a numerologist, she said, but she does automatic writing, and her dog came through the automatic writing. And she was just amazed. She'd never had, she did a lot of channeling and channeled spirits, but never an animal. And so we bonded on that. And she said, I want to teach you numerology. And she got my numbers first, and then she said, I want to teach you numerology. But we had a lot of discussions about her dog and Morgana. And what really the difference, she thought the animals were evolving, but that's not what I thought. I thought the animals were trying to help us somehow. That's what Morgana said. She's like, y'all need help. That's why we're doing this. So, and we kind of drifted apart, but this was in the summer of 2018. And a lot of crazy stuff went down that summer, I think for everybody. But she got me into numerology, and I have a lot of fun with it. It's very interesting how it links up with astrology too. I think that's a different podcast. So,
Yeah.
Misty,
Yes.
you recently developed an interest in numerology, right?
Well, yeah, I think I've always had an interest in it though.
Maybe delve deeper.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been interested in it, and I've researched it before, but lately I've really gotten into it, I would say. Yes.
Yeah. It's like I mean, it's basically astrology for numbers to me. It really is, but they go
It
together. They
is.
match up. It's like if you look at
Yeah.
someone's astrology
Yeah.
chart and you look at someone's numerology chart, they almost always very synchronicitous.
I know.
And it's like it's really cool. So Misty, do you want to go over okay, listeners, what we're going to do first, I guess, is go over what the numbers mean. And what numerology is about is that numbers have a vibration. And what we're going to tell you is what the meaning of each number's vibration is. One is it's a 0 through 9. But in numerology, if you have a big number like 32, or it's not just 0 through 9, then you would put the two numbers together, 3 plus 2, and that makes 5. So the 32 breaks down to 5. So if you have a bigger number like 132, you put the 1 plus the 3 plus the 2, and that makes 6, right, Missy? Did I math that right? 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. So the number would be 6. So what if you have an even bigger number, 10,132? I think let's make it 70,132. 7 plus 0 is 7, plus 1 plus 8, plus 3 is 11, plus 2 is 13. And then you got a 13. What do you do with that? 1 plus 3, and that's 4. So that's how you do numerology. That's how you break it down to these basic numbers and get an interpretation from them. So, Misty, do you want to talk about what the number? Let's start with 1. Shall we start with one?
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of there's different ones, but I've been doing the destiny numbers and how they work and what they mean. And when you do the destiny numbers, it is 1 through 9, but there is no 0.
Oh, 0. I think 0 only comes up in
right.
Life
only in the adding.
Yeah, it does come up in challenge in other areas of numerology.
Yes,
but not, you're right. The mainly
but not in the destiny number, it doesn't.
You're right.
And basically, like Lisa said, there's like a code. They call it the alphabet code. Um, and it's numbered 1 through 9, and each number has letters underneath it, and you go through it, and that's how you find your destiny number. And you can find it online, I'm sure. It's not hard. But basically it's the name that's on your birth certificate that you were born with, and you just go from there, and it's easy to do. It took me maybe 5 minutes to do it, if that.
Yeah, every letter
um
is assigned a number,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, okay, after you figure out what your destiny number is, destiny number 1, um it is the
Oh, what
sun.
what is the destiny number about? It's like the purpose of your life, right? Like the what you're supposed to
It
do while you're
shows your
here.
life's purpose.
All right, that's what I have too.
Shows your life's purpose, yes. And so number 1 is the element is fire. The symbol is the lion. The astrological condition is the sun, Leo. And if you're going for the chakra, it's the base chakra. And the best days of the month for number 1s are 1, 10, 19, and 28. And the key concept in number 1 is ego and personality identity. And then we have number 2, and the symbol for it is the crab. The element is water. And the key concepts of that are feeling and caring. Number 3 is fire, the ram, which is mine. And the key concepts for that one are creativity and adaptability, which I can see that.
It's also inspiration. It's an
Yes,
inspiring number.
yes. I mean, I'm just going like a little bit on what each one means. There's a whole lot.
Yeah, there
Each
is.
number, I'd be here all day. Number 4 is the element is earth, and it's similar to the base chakras. And the key concepts of those are common sense and materialism. And then number 5, element is air, symbol the twins, throat chakra, and the mind and education. And then we have number 6, and it is the earth element as well. The symbol is the bull. And the key concepts are harmony and peace. If you're a number 8, you have a lot of harmony and peace, or that's
6,
at least
6,
that's
right?
what you want.
Number 6, right? Weren't you on 6?
6. I'm sorry. Yeah. See, that's why I'm glad I got you.
I'm an editor.
No, I was saying all the right things for 6. I just said the wrong thing. Okay. Number 7 is the symbol for the 2 fish, and the element is water. It's the brow chakra, and the key concepts are spirituality. I said it. And intuitiveness.
Intuitiveness.
And now we have number 8.
Number 8.
Number 8, the symbol, the goat, the element, earth, the concepts, ambition, and self-sufficiency, and powerful karma.
Yeah.
Boy, if you're a number 8,
you
better be good.
You got to get it.
Yeah. And last but not least, we have 9, which is the element of fire, and it is similar to the crown chakra. And its concept is compassion, knowledge, and karma again. So 8 and 9, I'd be pretty nice to them, because they got that powerful karma coming in, if you know what I mean.
I'm going to break down the numbers in they're pretty much everything she said is how I read it too, but I'm going to give you a few more words. 1 is you, the self, motivation. 2 is companionship, connection. 3 is inspiration and parties. And 4 is
Yeah.
service. I always think of 4 as service. 5 is change. 6 is love and duty. 7 is spirituality and philosophy, religion. 8 is leadership and owning your life. 9 is the end and giving back. It's really about giving back. 9, giving back to the
And
world.
knowledge, compassion.
Yes. Yes, they
Yeah.
give back to the world. And so there's also master numbers, and the master numbers are supposedly they vibrate at a higher frequency than those numbers. So we have master number 11, which is 11/2. When you put a slash, that's when you're breaking down the numbers, like I talked about in the beginning of the podcast. So, like 1 + 1 is 2. So 11 slash with a slash 2 would be a life path it's a master number. It's the master teacher, one of the master teacher numbers. And number 22 or 22/4 is master builder number. And then 33/6 or the number 33 is another master teacher number. So I don't really know the difference between 11 and 33 too well. I've never really seen a difference, except 33 seem to have harder lives from what I can
I
tell.
think I agree with that, because I do remember reading something like that with
Yeah.
11 and 33s.
They both have hard lives, but 33s usually have tough lives. They have to learn tough lessons. I kind of think of the master numbers as they're teaching us, you know.
Yeah.
We have our life path, which helps us fulfill our destiny. Our life path number helps us fulfill our destiny. So I'm going to give the listeners an example of my numerology and Misty's numerology. So
Ruh-roh.
my life path is an 11/2, and that's about trying to always take 2, companionship and connection, and building something out of yourself with someone else, which is take 1 and you get to 2. And if you want to get it to an 11, you got to vibrate higher, is what they say. So my life is always struggling between being a normal vibration and wanting to be a higher vibration. But my destiny is 3. So I'm supposed to inspire the energy. I'm supposed to inspire people, inspire things, inspire
And you
something.
do.
Well, you
Yeah,
find
you
out
do.
through the rest of your numerology chart what kind of inspiration you can provide. And
Mhm.
Misty, I'm going to look at yours and tell the listeners what yours says.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now.
Misty's life path is a 3. So, and her destiny is a 3. So her life path being a 3, she has this huge, it's her life path, like is to make her destiny happen. She was born with an imagination that's just so amazing with a 3. And she's going to be really sensitive with the life path. The life path number 3, she will be always very attractive to anybody who might want to date her. She's charismatic. She's dashing, and she's almost too optimistic at times for some people. Not to me though. So, but the destiny, we both have the same destiny. We have to inspire the energy. 3. So, what are we doing, Missy? What are we doing on this podcast?
And we are inspiring the energy. Yes,
Yeah.
we are. With the power number of 3.
Power of 3. 3 + 3 is 6. 6 + 3 is 9. Okay, so I just said that. I don't know why. But I want to go through a little bit of how you can find your life path number. So what you do is you just add up all the numbers in your birthday. So mine is 4/30/1975. So I'd add 4 + 3 is 7. 7 + 1 is 8. 8 + 9 is 17. 17 + 7 is 24. I'm getting there. And then 24 + 5 is 9. So 29. So 29, 2 + 9 is 11. 11 + 1 + 1 is 2. And that's how you do that number. So, but for your destiny number, which is the purpose you're here, you want to add all the letters of your full name given to you at birth. Usually the woman who taught me a little bit about numerology and got me into it said it had to be the name on your birth certificate. So if it says, she said her example was if it said baby boy, you put baby boy in your program, or you do you count the numbers for the letters for baby boy. I'm not going to get into, I don't want to go through the whole alphabet and tell you all the, I think it just goes in order, like A is one, two is B, but I'm not really sure. Um, but that's,
It is. It
it
is.
is, it does. A is one,
And
B
then
is
when you
two.
get to 9, you go all the way back and start at J through R.
Oh, one again. One, two, three, four,
Yeah.
five, six, seven, eight, nine. One, two,
Yeah.
three, four, five. Oh, well, there you go. Misty knows this
Yeah.
information. She's amazing. I love her so much. Okay, so then you have a number that's called the motivation number. And this number is, you can determine it by adding all the vowels of your full name given at birth. And
Ooh, I didn't know that one. Okay.
this one tells you what you really want to do, what you're really driven to do. Mine is a
Ooh.
6, so I want love. And Misty, let's see yours.
Hmm.
You are you're an 8. You're gonna get them.
Hmm.
You're gonna get them. Get them. And
Oh, that powerful karma.
so that's saying that, deep down, like, part of what the way you want to fulfill your destiny with your life path of inspiring people is to take control of a situation and make something happen and build something. Eight's also you've built something kind of number.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so then we have what's known as like an inner self number. Like, um it's like the motivation of what you really do, your secret desires, Misty. I'm about to find out. I'm about to tell
Ooh.
all the listeners your secret desire
All my
number.
secrets are
Secret
coming
desire
out.
number. Oh, I'll do mine first. I'll make it easier
No.
for you. My inner self
Okay.
is 6. It's still love. Do good
Well,
in
I
the
can
world.
see that.
it's
Yeah.
still, it's still
My
like
love child. She's my
compassion
love
and all that
child.
stuff. Duty. I love. I guess I love 6. So what do you
You love
have?
love.
Misty has inner self. She has 4, and 4 is about service, and it's also a little bit about ambition. You know,
Yeah.
and so it's also, so deep down you have a curiosity about people and serving them, but you want to do it for a reason, not just to serve them. You want to do something with it, which is what the motivation number's about, the 8,
Right.
you know?
Like the podcast and how I feel
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have um a maturity number. I like the maturity number. It comes into your life when you're about 35 to 40. So this is like where it shows like your adult power, where you're heading. Like when you're 35 to 40, this number gets activated. The vibrations of this number gets activated.
Oh, I didn't know about this number.
Yeah, this is maturity. So mine is 5. And 5 is change. It's going to be
Yeah, it
changing.
is.
Ever since my maturity since 35 to 40, yes, my life has not stopped. And well, I don't think I'll get into life cycles, or sorry, turning points, but I'm in a 5 turning point too. So from 2020 to 2029, I am 5'd out. I'm so 5'd. Everything's be
Hmm.
changing. It's really crazy. So Misty, let's look at yours. Ooh, Misty. Hers, oh, 6. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it all, Misty, with your maturity number. As you got older,
Good.
you wanted to take care of people. You wanted to help them.
I see that already. Like I
Yeah.
am 40. I'll be
You love your
45.
house.
Yeah, I
You
love everybody. I just
you
love.
it is. It's just, you just have this love of life, and it comes into you. It seems like when you're younger, it's very practical stuff, 8 and 4. But then as you grow older, the inspiration, the vitality that with the 3s of your life path and your destiny brought you to love when you're mature.
Well, yeah, I think that we learn as we age and we, understand that there certain things are not as important as they were in our 20s and early 30s.
Because we forgot it all because we're old.
Yeah, that's it. That's our secret. We're old.
And there's also in numerology, there's you can find a number for anything in numerology. I haven't gone that deep with it, but we also have life cycles, turning points, challenges, and there's something called the Pythagoras square, which I think is just fabulous. And I'm not going to get into that because it's a lot, but I highly recommend, if you are interested in numerology, to get an application. This one I have, I don't know if it's available anymore. It's just called Numerology, and it says 22 on the cover, on the application. I have it on my iPad. It might still be on phone, but it's just the most amazing numerology app. And it taught me more than anything I looked through. I just doing charts, just like putting information in birth certificate, name, birthday, date, birth date. And then I get all this information on this app. Just is a really good way of wording things, I guess you could say. So it's where I understood it and I could take something from it. Because like a lot of
Ooh.
those programs you get, like an astrology program or something, or a numerology app, or even a tarot app, sometimes they're kind of hard to understand because they don't
Yeah.
flow together. There's no cohesiveness to it. But this numerology
Yeah.
app does. It does, especially when you get into the Pythagoras square. Because that's where like a lot of the details of your personality are. Um, and that's calculated with using numbers from your actual birthday, not your name. So that one is more solid than wondering if you should use the name you changed to. Now, some people say in numerology that if you get married, say, and you change your name, why not use that name? Why would you use the one on your birth
I
certificate?
read that too.
You
Yeah.
can. You can look at both and see what
You can do whatever you want to do.
you can do whatever you want, Missy, especially
Yeah.
you.
I
But
mean, they're just numbers.
it's
Just
interesting
do
to
what you
do.
want to do.
They're just vibrating. They're just
Right.
vibrating. um,
What's going to be funny is if you end up with the same number, no matter how you look at it.
Ooh, numbers. Oh,
Wouldn't that be
I do
funny?
want to talk about zero though, because zero comes up in, I think, in challenges, and other
Yes.
places. Zero is like a kind of the God force number. Zero is anything, all or nothing. It's a big responsibility. Some numerologists think if you have a zero, because it holds infinite possibilities. You can do nothing with it, or you can become great, or you can do something
Right.
horrible with it. So zero, it's like it has no vibration. It's just God force, whatever that may be.
Yeah.
And so it's a pretty, like, I'm in a zero life cycle right now. So
Really? That's
and
cool
I have
though.
zero life cycles till the end of my life. Yeah. So
That's
it's kind of
cool.
like, what do? You can do whatever you want. I don't
Whatever you
know.
want.
It's kind of
Yeah.
overwhelming. According to numerology, I can do whatever I want now. So
And you can. And you are, my darling, you are.
I'm trying to. But so I mean, is there anything else you'd like to add to let the listeners know that you've learned from numerology, Misty?
Well, when I said I was interested, earlier on too, I started looking at, actually before I even really knew anything about numerology, I would look at like my phone number, and then I would look at like the address numbers that I lived on certain streets, zip codes. I would always notice that there was like a couple numbers that followed me everywhere, you know
At a
and
certain time, or all the time, the same numbers?
I think at different points. I remember at one point, it was fives. Like fives were everywhere.
Was
And
anything
lately,
changing in your life at that time when you saw the fives?
yeah, well, yeah, I was young. I was becoming a young woman. I was probably 13,
Oh,
14.
wow, that's a
So
huge change.
yeah,
That's a huge changing time. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. And then now, a few weeks ago, twos were everywhere. And me and Lisa have a funny
I was
story
thinking
about
about
twos.
that. Yeah. When we
Yeah.
drove to Nashville, Misty just saw twos the whole way there, everywhere, every license plate, every sign, and she would point them
Yes.
out. And I'm, what? How does she get there all over the place? There were
Yeah.
twos, and then we got into town, into Nashville, and there were ones everywhere. Remember that? Like by
And
the
then
time we got
and
to the
then we
city,
finally
like
got to
cross the city
threes.
line. Yeah, that's right. We
Yeah.
did get the threes. That was really
Yeah.
cool. I
And
mean, it
that was
was
like the
weird.
completion.
It was weird. Yeah. That's where our destiny. It was trying to lead us to our destiny, right?
Yeah.
To the
And
1 to
also,
3.
but also I think a lot of it too is kind of like playing with your psychic abilities, and anybody can do it when you're driving, but I just showed Lisa how I do it when I'm driving.
That's cool. Yeah,
But
she
I'll
drove
just pick
well too. She drives amazingly well when she's doing that, and she still sees all
but
those things. I wouldn't see. I would hit something.
well, no, but just make up a number or think of a number in your head, and I did. I thought up the number two, and I looked at Lisa and I said, okay, I said, we're going to see twos on the next license plate that is in front of us.
There were two of them.
And there was two twos. And then it all started from there.
Yep.
And then there was twos everywhere. I mean, you wouldn't believe it.
Everywhere.
Everywhere
Like
there
the
was
lottery
twos.
number, like the lottery number was on the
Yes.
sign was like 222. You're like, yeah, it was just
Yes.
crazy everywhere we looked.
It was. So,
Yeah.
that's my homework. Everybody, whatever you're doing, if you're driving or, whatever, pick up a number. See, my dogs agree.
No, yeah, the dogs are giving you homework too.
Pick a number and then see how many times you see it throughout the day. Just start with one number and notice everything. Like maybe what time you're looking at the clock at that exact time. Does it have that number in it? What TV channel are you watching? Does it have that number of the number of the day and
phone numbers and time and the day itself? Like,
I think it's fun.
It is kind of fun. It is really fun.
Is.
And a lot of people ask me, what does it mean? I keep seeing 111, or I keep seeing 333, or I keep seeing 555, or usually a three numbers together. They keep seeing it. And the most common one is 111. These are sometimes called angel numbers.
Yes.
So like 111 is a manifestation number, and it's kind of saying the angels are with you, and whatever you're thinking about, you're probably going to make happen. So think positive thoughts when you're seeing this number. So, and if you see it like 222, it's kind of like love yourself and build, and then you get the 333. Usually that means the ascended masters and the angels are right there with you if you're saying 333 all the time. Like I wake up a lot and hit my phone, it's 333. So I wake up in the middle of the night every night. It's like 333. Yeah, I get that one a lot. And sometimes you'll see something like
777. Does that mean anything?
I'm sure it does, but I let me look it up. Okay, listeners, there is this wonderful website. This is the most wonderful website ever. It's called The Royal Road, and it's a tarot, The Royal Road. It's a blog. I highly recommend you go to it. But she has another section on her blog called Numerology, the vibration and meaning of numbers. And let's see, I think you get to it from her blog. And I will look up 777 and see what she says it's about, or what I think she channels these. So let me see.
I'm thinking that it's something having to do
spiritual.
With,
yeah. It says this one is about this app, or this website says it's mostly about you're on the right path and living your destiny. You're living what you're here for is kind of what it's saying.
Okay.
And if you're trying to get advice and direction in your life, it's saying study your spirituality, learn something, deep dive into it.
Okay.
So that's what that one would be. But listeners, I can't recommend this blog on Blogger enough. The Tarot, The Royal Road, Blogger, and her name is Joanne Sacred Scribes. That's her username on Blogger. And I mean, I have it on my phone desktop. I use it and always have used it since I found it, and I put it on every phone desktop, and I still use it for the tarot. I mean, I'll go through and numbers and everything. She's just got amazing information on that website. I I'm gonna have to everybody go to that website. It was just a website. I just keep the app, like the little icon on my desktop on my phone, so I can just get to it that fast,
Yeah.
And I can't tell you guys how much you need to like explore that page if you like this stuff. So
she's just not telling me about this.
Oh no, I've sent this to you before.
You have?
Okay. Long. When we took the tarot class, I gave everybody a link to this. Or when I did the tarot class where we got to know each other better.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay, listeners, you got homework. You have some information. Yep. You got some counting to do. And you can look at your bank account. That's another place to look at for the Misty's homework. Your bank account, see all the numbers. There's all kinds of fun. And your debit card and your address, your phone numbers, everything.
Anything with a number in it. Anything.
And I'd like to thank number one sponsor, Everclear. They are an advice app where you can get your advice from psychics and empaths, and so you can get the clarity you need to create the life you deserve. Number one. And listeners, you are number one in our hearts. And that doesn't make any sense when you think about one being the self. Are you me, listeners?
You are our zero.
Yeah, you are zero.
You're
everything. Zero. The God force. The listeners are the God force. All right.
Yes.
Missy, thank you so much. And listeners, thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
listening. And I hope you enjoyed this
Thank
numerology
you.
lesson. Have a
I
wonderful
did.
evening. I did too. It was fun. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Bye
Bye.
bye. And I have a PS listeners postal script, podcast script. Um, I forgot to tell you what today's day may mean in numerology. So we have 1 month 11/1/1/2022. 1 is a starting number. It's a U number. Uh 1 is the same thing and 1 is the same thing. 111 is an angel number as we learned. 2022 222. That's 6. That's a love number. So maybe we're starting over in love, or maybe we're starting over in duties, or maybe we're all about what we need to do or want to do in love or duties. And you put them together. Um, we got 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 5, 2 is 7, and plus 2 is 9. It's an ending of something. Let's hope it's a good ending. Let's hope it's a great ending because usually they are, we hope they are. We look back, we remember them as good. Let's do it this year, or this month, or this day, even. Hey, love you guys. Good night.